Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, and we need to paint the town red. So in terms of objective, we need to work our way over to Tyrell. What we're going to do there, I do not yet know. But you can see there's some business to be had at Riverside somewhere. I think that's just his desk. Hi, welcome to my room. Haven't been here since I helped you carry your stuff in. Looks like you've settled in nicely. Yeah, thanks to everyone helping me buy my groceries. And the guys at Montmart were really kind. They let me borrow a bunch of their old furniture and stuff. Ain't that nice? Just let me know if there's anything I can get you or if you need help with whatever. Thank you so much. See, he's already a better protagonist than Reen. Sapphire's already shown a lot more character.
This feels relaxing.
Roman, I think you've had quite enough. You should go home and get some rest, okay? Let me get you some water. I'm fine. Let me drink a little more. I ain't no Our regulars fill up the place for our evening shift. I do wish they'd take it easier on the spirits, though. Reminds me, you'll be up early tomorrow, right? Yeah, at around 6:30. I'll wake Yums up if you need me to. Thank you. I'm sure she'll try to wake up on her own, but you know her. How about I cook you breakfast tomorrow in exchange? That'd be really nice. Sorry for all the trouble. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you get plenty of rest yourself, okay?
What'll it be, hun?
Okay, we got all that. Victor's really coming to his own across the street here. Wish he wouldn't run that big mouth of his so much, but I like how he's kept true to himself. It all tastes the same as it did decades ago. Used to be a little brat like you, actually. But he's grown up now that he's got a good family.
Alrighty.
What, you going out? Doesn't look like you're hitting the bathhouse. Just come back quickly. Damn delinquents running around doing as they please. Easy there, I won't be long, trust me.
Pick something already. Be seeing you.
Okay, we haven't found the chapter recipe yet. The floating dot is fairy. There's the door. I don't know if it's better on your screen, but mine's kinda dark. Usually Carol's home by now. Guess she went straight to Riverside for Jess's concert. She never misses a show. Talk about passion, right? Hope Jess catches on to her eventually for her sake. He can be a bit, well, oblivious to that kind of stuff. Maybe I should give him a little nudge. Wingman for Carol, perhaps, eh? So that's right, we can access the bar, and there's probably recipes to be had there. Or just food items to buy, one of the two. Uh-oh. Father, about my idea for a Sunday school session. Yes, I do recall you mentioning that. I admire your passion, Miria. I'd be happy to implement that class the week after next. Really? You would? Thank goodness. Thank you so much, Father. I'm sure you'll do just swimmingly. I will? I might be missing something. Oh, well, my idea was I wanted you to be the guest teacher for that class. I mean, the children adore you. Surely they'll appreciate a class from you, right? Now I understand. That said, I'm not sure how my popularity would translate to teaching ability. But then, what is life without new experiences? I'll consider this a challenge of sorts. Sign me up. Okay, we can't go past the rope. Blast it. That's it for me. When Anya gets so good at mahjong, she racked up a Sun Baiman like no one's business. To think we taught her how to play, we've raised a monster. Our poor, poor wallets. Wow, total shellacking across the table. Curtis, how are your studies going? Only 3 questions, huh? That won't do. Come exam time, you need to figure out how to improve your pace. I know, be quiet. And could you stop peeking in every hour? It's really, it throws me off. I'm just trying to make sure you don't get distracted, as she becomes the distraction herself. I'll bring you a snack if it helps, so keep at it, understood? Mom's really been a pain in the ass lately. Expect full marks. This will make or break your future. Young man, if nothing else, think of your mother. Would she shut up? She's even worse than she usually is. It's driving me up the wall. So Harry was up to his old pranking games again, huh? Then after pulling one over you, he flew the coop on his bike? Kid's got no shame. I know, right? I wasn't about to take that lying down, so I threw a bucket at him and it landed clean on his head. But get this, he still got away even though he couldn't see where he was going. Like, how? Not even sure who the victim is anymore. In all seriousness, though, thanks for keeping him company. You're the whole reason Harry doesn't feel lonely. Don't mention it, sir. You can always count on me to keep an eye on him and Mark. Take this. How'd you like that? I don't even know if we can talk to him. Oh, there it is. Harry, let me play too. Well, just throw a blanket on him and come back in the morning. Oh-ho, what you up to, little guy? And he's gone. Oh, he's running off to... Not my business.
Alrighty.
So, if you didn't see, across the street is, Montmartre. Oh no, it's the Orbital Factory. Actually, we got a letter from Dad the other day. He says that he's about ready to come home, but I don't know. I'll believe him when I see him. He opened up the shop himself, didn't he? I don't think I've ever actually met the guy. Yeah, he's always out on some trip somewhere, so it's not often you see him around. And then my sister. Two of them just do whatever they want, and there's no talking them out of it. For the bargain bin, it's still only the droplet.
Do you know what you want?
We could get more U-Material pluses there, it's just I think we're good. And then you can see the different types of upgrades here, but if it didn't cost a whopping 6 materials, I probably actually would look for some of these. As is, it's just a little too rich for my blood, I guess. What's kind of cool, though, I guess, for break is you only need the 1, but for attack you need 2. That's a little weird. I don't know. EP2, like, if you look at the cost of spells, this is literally just 1 extra spell cast. It's worthless in my opinion. It'd be one thing if we're actually a serious number, but you're better off just trying to get an EP cut, and then you'll get a much, much better return. Oh well. If we ever find a source of new materials, that would become viable, but as is, our hands are tied. We had too many customers today. I'm out of social points, but they all gave me some really fun jobs. Somebody brought in this wristwatch that got run over by a car. Pretty much had to rebuild it from scratch. I love machines with all the really precise bits. Smelling up a storm there. You're kind of cute when you're tinkering with stuff. Don't stare at me like that.
Need something fixed? Hope to.
So the thing I wanted to look at were like
soon.
plugins and stuff, but they don't deal with that stuff. You have to go to the other shop. Anyway, that is everything here, so let's hop over to Riverside. Goals, find the jazz bar.
Let's do this.
Did you hear? Well, if it isn't Van.
Hey, it's our buddy Dingo. Dingo, what are you doing here? Good to see you, Van darling. Long day, yeah? I just finished work a little bit ago and was taking time to check my messages. I'll be sure to send you any info I dig up around Edith straight away while you're gone. Appreciate you cutting to the chase. This is Almada I'm dealing with after all. They're on Hayway turf. Hayway's guys can handle it on their own till Sal gets back. Things should be fine. The White Orchid Dragon's been popping up a lot as of late. I wouldn't rest on my laurels on this one, Van. If Sal's the one asking, things are bound to get ugly. Can't a man hope for an easy job every now and then? And the cat was literally right up in the microphone there. The Liu family should be trustworthy to a certain degree. But don't let your guard down. You'll be taking your new assistants into the Hayway snake pit after all. Though if you get in a bind, you know who you can turn to. I'm sure he hasn't lost his edge after all those years. Yeah, I was planning on reaching out to him anyway. Just hope he hasn't drunk himself into the gutter. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I met him myself a year or so back. You won't find him at the bottom of a bottle for once. That cute little assistant of his got him behaving for once. And I ain't letting him live that one down once I get to Longport. Might just be what I need to turn my losing streak around and let him have a taste of his own medicine. Like you're any different. Agnes has you on a tighter leash too. He and Van are almost like peas in a pod, and neither of them would ever realize or admit it. Right now she's purring, so you might hear that. You leave Edith's goings on to me, darling. I'll let you know if I catch wind of anything juicy. And don't forget to bring me a souvenir. I'd never say no to some high-end liquor. Aren't you demanding?
What are you in the mood for? Hmm?
We got that one, and that one.
Come back and play soon.
The concert hall's probably open by now.
I can barely see in here.
All right.
Hey dude, we're putting on a free show tonight. Popular singer-songwriter Jess is going to be treating us to some of his heart-wrenching tunes. How about enjoying him with a drink?
Hey there, what'll it be?
Restores KO. Like, the 5 CP doesn't really amount to anything, I'm afraid. You already neither does the 200 HP, but depending on turn order, that might be okay.
You look great.
This one hits me deep.
I don't know why, but Jess's music always gets me choked up. All the emotions come through clear as day in his voice. Maybe there's a secret to it. Wonder if Selma would enjoy his music. Think she might at least connect with the themes behind it. Made it in time. Cut it real close, but with my shift running late. At least it looks like Jess is having fun up there. He's been feeling a little down lately, so it's a relief seeing that he's doing well today. I don't know about you guys, but I came here hoping to find a mosh pit. Let's blow this pop stand. Downey and the others are busy for the day, trying to get their hands on a new car, so they won't be joining us today. Here's hoping they don't get carried away and end up in a big mess. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. I remember just how pumped I was when I got approved for a loan to buy this puppy. My literal ride or die to this day. Hope Danny can find himself something just as special today. We're just about to take our cars out. Doing a little drag racing with friends. You up for it, Van? I'm not really good in heels. Oh, they mean that kind of race. Don't got time for that kind of thing when we're fully grown, kid. But hey, have a good time. Don't go getting in any wrecks here. I sure ain't planning on it. Off that bunch goes, driving without a care in the world. What a bunch of punks. They keep this up, someone's gonna get hurt. Worried about Jennifer, old man? Don't make me laugh. If anything happens to her, she'll have it coming. A driver that can't take care of their own ass has no business behind the wheel. Harsh, but he's got a point.
What'll it be? Come again.
See, I haven't found the Chapter 2 accessories, but they could be in, our destination town, whatever it's called. Oh, they're upstairs. I finished organizing the documents, listing our parishioners and messages from the Grand Cathedral. All that's left is your seal and signature, Father. You're early as ever, Mother Kyra. I suppose I don't mind pausing my research for a moment. Are you certain your research cannot wait? Well, it's relatively urgent, I suppose. You should know, after all, since you originally... Yes, Father, I get it. Please just sign those documents as soon as you're able. Especially those missives from the Grand Cathedral. They'll be expecting a reply sent back as soon as possible. Dang it. You can always count on Mother Kyra when you need to. Having her assistance has been quite the blessing. My work here is of great importance, though not so much that I must rush to tend to it. Though I suppose now is as good a time as any to tend to the documents Mother Kyra prepared for me. Okay, just changing how I'm holding the controller so I can try to distract the cat so she leaves the microphone alone. Of course, the run button's on the other side of the controller. Hey, good to see you. Wish you'd gotten here a bit sooner, though. I'm about to close up shop. Proper restaurants have their dinner rush, or just plain popular at night, but food stalls usually only see traffic during the day. If you want to put in an order here, better be quick next time, just like this last year.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
I'm hungry. Taco me, Gordon. Tacos, tacos, and more tacos. My soul will leave my body if I don't get my daily dose of tacos. I can see you've been working hard today, eh? Ain't so sure what you're up to, but it must be a tough gig. You're rolling in here so late all the time. Let me whip you up something real quick. You're an angel, Gordon. I've been practicing with her for 2 weeks now, and I'm not so sure Lulu is cut out to be an idol. Not for lack of talent, don't get me wrong. It's more of a genre issue. Here in the Republic, people listen to either classical or jazz. Chanson singers are pretty popular, too. Idol pop doesn't cut it as an afterthought. It's worse than that, and it's a real shame. I've been throwing everything into making it as an idol, but maybe it's time I face reality. My partner Natalie decided to become a chanson singer because she couldn't imagine any success coming from being an idol. That's why Cupid broke up. Maybe it's about time I throw in the towel. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, to be honest. So chanson is kind of like a lounge singer type thing. I don't know how you really want to describe it. That stubborn old man, only I know the true potential behind his taco stand, but he won't listen to me. You're so close to perfection, just push it a little harder. A change in seasonings and marinades could mean the world. Why will he not listen to me? You have the culinary world at your fingertips, you just have to seize the opportunity.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
Why is Shino's food so darn good? I want to hold off since I just lost a lot of weight, but I can't. First came across Shino's food truck on Station Street, but I like it more when she's in Riverside. Scenery just adds to it all. I used to just drink at her place, venting all my troubles away. I can't believe it took me this long to find out her food bangs so hard.
Hello. Thank you.
Van, do you have a moment? I guess. What's up? One of my customers left this behind. That bag's from Andalusia. Damn, what kind of rude customer just up and leaves one of their masterpieces behind? I see your sweet tooth hasn't rotted out your mouth yet, Van. But back to business. This isn't your normal lost item. There's a story to it. I was honestly planning on contacting the guild or the police, but in you stroll at the perfect time. Would you mind if I request for you to handle this? This Andalusia bag has a story, huh? That's weird, but I trust you here. It must be real serious. Gotta admit, I'm curious, but should I get involved? So it's gonna boost your chaos. That's interesting. Customer Shino's bar seems to have forgotten something quite interesting there. Both the item and the customer smell like quite the tale. Should I chase after them? Sure, I'll take that job. That's a relief, thank you. So mind if I peek inside the bag? With the way you're talking about it, it can't be a cake. Of course, take a look. Van took out the contents of the bag. Man, oh man, there's a story here, alright. By the way, this thing was bagged up. I'm guessing it came from some smuggling route. Good question. Frankly, the owner seemed like your average everyman, suit and all. He didn't strike me as a shady character. My biggest impression of him was probably that he seemed worn down. He was definitely drowning his worries. Drowning his worries with a gun in a bag. Yeah, where this is going ain't pretty. Last you know is he got drunk and left this behind. That's as much as I know on my end. He left my truck just a bit ago, actually. He mentioned something about catching one last live performance, I think. If you're quick, you should be able to catch up to him. Alright, it's good enough lead to start at. I'll head to the concert hall. I'll bring the goods with me just in case. Naturally, I'll leave this customer in your hands then, Van.
Okay, time to get to work.
What was once lost? Oh boy. Come on. There we go. This part is just awkward because of the cat. Okay, she almost got the microphone there. There it is.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, I think someone like that was here. But I told him Jess was playing tonight and said the vibe was going to be chill. I had the feeling they were hoping for something a little heavier. They left without even buying a ticket. I see. You guys talk about anything else? Anything at all you can tell me would be a big help. Let's see. Right, I remember they were muttering as they walked out. Guess I'll head to the theater then. Got a feeling they're playing something I'll like to see. To the theater then. Thanks a bunch, man. No worries. Please come by again. Only place I might catch a movie this late is a Spree Cinema in Tyrell. Better get to move on before the trail goes cold.
Let's do this.
Hey, Detective, good to see you. Off to patrol the shopping district? You never catch a break, do you? Yeah, I feel like I'm always swamped with work. Being a detective isn't as easy as it sounds. At least these patrols give me chances to run into hot babes like you, so it's not all bad. Is he hitting on us? You? This guy is a walking, talking department scandal in the making. What's wrong? Why'd you two get all quiet? Okay, maybe single again, but that just means I'm a free man. Now it's time to start meeting some new people. Did they just frown at me? Must be imagining things. I hear this guy's got a new girlfriend every month or so. Definitely something wrong with him. Dang it. I always thought this guy was a gross playboy. Now that I talk to him, it turns out he's a gross playboy. Shocking.
Please step on up.
That's quite a bit of NPC. Yeah. Nothing like having a smoke while reading some comics after a long day at work. Never buy business magazines because they make me think about work. I read to unwind. Alright, it's time for me to head home. Wait, what? It's already that late? I always lose track of time when I get invested in a good comic.
Well,
People tend to look down on part-time jobs, but you can actually learn a ton from them, in my opinion. Hope my brother considers it one of these days. He doesn't have to become a part-time pro like his big sister or anything. His perspective on things can use just a little tweaking, that's all. He's going through puberty, so I can sympathize. That's a funky meow. Can't say I ever heard that come out of a cat before. Actually, it so happens I named him Kageyoshi after that very same cat. He can be a peculiar feline, but he means well and serves as the mascot of our cafe. So please be nice to him. Good evening. We still have a little time before our last call, so please feel free to take a seat and relax. I try to stay open late so those customers who need a place to unwind after work or school can come here should they please. Now that the weather is starting to turn cold, I'm looking forward to serving my customers warm, soothing cups of coffee.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Super curious. Now there's a film with some meat on its bones. It's more or less a thriller, but they did an excellent job depicting the duality of human beings. Certainly wasn't perfect, but I'll gladly take it over the cheap fluff that's being churned out.
good grief.
Okay, I gotta get the other hand out, cat. Wow, she just bailed.
Did you know?
When it comes to criminals who have been making a splash around Edith lately, the first one that comes to mind has got to be Grimcat. She targets evil corporations and corrupt officials, and she's daring too. She sends a calling card to all her targets. Most interesting part, they say she's not even in it for the money. She's just out to expose wrongdoing and save people who are in trouble. Another thing about Grimcat, she has a so-called declaration published inside a tablet at one point. Can't know for sure if it was written by the real deal, but maybe she's nothing more than attention-seeking. Always possible, I guess. That would explain the way she dresses. So we'll talk to these two. Chen, why do you have to finish your work so soon? I thought you were going to be late, so I brought you some food to surprise you. What a waste. Stings a little. I worked really hard to get out early so we could sit down and have dinner together, you know? Not that I don't appreciate what you did. Thanks, Han. Want to grab something else on the way back? I've been so busy pitching in with the other sections in the paper, the demand for stories about ethnic tensions and Calvers through the roof. Yeah, it's enough of that. Come on, Chen, let's eat somewhere and go home. Okay.
How about
Tyrell's one of the more hip and modern parts of the city, so naturally people who visit want their suites to look aesthetic. When it comes to what I sell, people say my gelato looks great on camera. As long as people come to see the charm in well-made suites, I don't care what brings them in. Take all the pics you want.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
The movie fans are raving about. Get the brilliantly bitter taste of golden brown.
You ever taken in a late-night show here by any chance? The theater likes to put on deeper movies that you won't find during the day. It attracts a different crowd. You should try it sometime. If you do, make sure to take some popcorn with you. That always goes best with the movies, no matter what time of day you see them, day or night.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
Crap, I've seen 3 movies tonight and it's almost curfew back at the dorm. I can't help myself. Salvatore Agate's movies are just so perfect. I never get tired of watching them. And Nike Marceau, I think that's how that's supposed to be pronounced. Could be Nike, I don't really know for sure. Anyway, Marceau's performance is so eerie yet captivating and sober curious. Screw it, I've got nothing to do tomorrow. I'll come back to the theater tomorrow morning and hang out for as long as I can.
Suppose I should go home now.
They're all inside.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see...
Hey, Calhan. You know that customer who booked the entire restaurant earlier? Yes, what about it? Kinda bothers me that I never got to do any serving that entire time. Did I do something wrong? Was I rude somehow? No, you were fine. Sure seems like something was going on. It's bothering the heck out of me. The fact that he was serving upper management can only mean one thing. He must be one of them. That would explain why he always looks on guard. Calhan, hey, Calhan, you listening?
Let's see.
She's channeling her inner Navi. Welcome back, Mr. Arkwright. What brings you here of all places? Haven't you had your dinner by now? Don't ask questions you already know the answer to, lady. Did Sal get you in a snippy mood? Poor thing. When he asked me to order that dried fruit, I was wondering what he needed it for, and now I have my answer. I'm not one to take sides on these things. Sal and I come from different families, but I know this much about him. He can be a very persuasive man. From what I've heard, it's customary for the 8 elders who run Hayway to come from each of the different families. If I had to guess, Mal is probably on the same level in the organization as Sal, but she doesn't serve the same role as him. It's not like I care to know the inner workings of these people, but I'd be eaten alive in my dealings with them if I didn't. It's time to announce the results. Junior Bracer, Gray Arnold from the Republic of Calvard. Congratulations, you passed the test. We hereby recognize you as being qualified to serve as a Senior Bracer. Thank you. Man, am I relieved. I was worried what was going to happen at the end there. You shouldn't have. It's tradition for the instructor to wrap things up with a good hard punch for the examinee. You sure took it like a champ, I'll give you that. You've got some growing to do still, so keep working at it, got it? Right. I won't let you down, Lahad. That's the spirit. Keep up that attitude and you'll turn out to be a fine bracer one day. Let's get out of here before they drag us into that. We can try that alley.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie!
Well, look at you. I'm sure a good-looking guy like yourself could use some equally attractive company. Hear me out. I can take you somewhere with a lot of gorgeous girls. They'd absolutely love to have you. You in, pal? You must be a barker. Sorry, I ain't in the mood for anything like that. Go try your luck on someone else. Wow, cool as a cucumber even when he's shooting me down. The girls will go crazy over you. Well, when you're in the mood, come talk to me, my man. I can set you up with our VIP package. There aren't supposed to be any adult businesses around here, but I guess that doesn't mean there can't be some operating under the radar. Seems I have some time to kill until my dinner with the Senator. Now, what to do in the meantime? I get along well enough with the Patriot League senators, but compared to the previous administration, they're much more tight-lipped. They won't utter a word about matters pertaining to the presidential office. There's a dense air of secrecy surrounding all that.
Well, I heard.
The Tyrell Times is a media organization with a lot of history behind it. It's probably the most trusted name in news within the Republic. Lately, we've been partnering with other entities to get our work on radio, online news broadcasts, and outdoor screens. In case you didn't know, the Tyrell Times has been in business for over a century. We supported the Democratic Revolution when that took place. In fact, Editor-in-Chief Sullivan's own grandfather is said to have been in charge of reporting on Sheena Dirk himself. Isn't that amazing?
Alright.
Okay, I want to grab something to drink before going to the theater, so, see you in a sec. Okay, I think I'm good. Hopefully my voice sounds a little bit better. Can never go wrong with a nighttime trip to the movies. What have we got playing tonight? Sober Curious starring Nike Marceau. Oh yeah, I think that woman's got a lot of history with a certain gambler I know. Jack, perhaps? They're also playing This Side of Heaven. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Which one should I check out? Or should I just forget about it and move on? So you can watch films, watch it with a friend to better get the connection. When you select a film during the day, you can choose up to 2 people to see it with to better your connection.
Hello.
I want to see what they cost. What's playing right now? Okay, they don't tell you. Good evening. You might be interested to hear that we show different movies here during the day and at night. My top recommendation would be Sober Curious, which received a nomination at the Tharbot Film Festival. This Side of Heaven also has found a large audience despite its small budget. People love its intricate portrayal of a medical intern's struggles.
Can we talk?
Yes, I remember him. He was here earlier. Unfortunately, he's gone now. The movie he wanted to see was no longer playing today, so he left. He appeared rather dejected. Gotcha. This one's a hard one to track down. Anything else you can tell me about him? Before he left, I remember him saying something like, "This always happens to me." I also heard him mutter something that sounded somewhat concerning. Oh yeah? What do you say? I believe he mentioned feeling frustrated about losing something he'd gone to great lengths to attain, and that he'd be better off putting an end to everything as soon as possible so he could finally be at ease. Yeah, that definitely qualifies as concerning. Thanks for filling me in. That just about confirms my suspicions. All the more reason to hurry up and find him. Only question is how exactly does he plan to put an end to things, because there's always that. Those things should be running at this hour. I'd say chances are good that that's what he's going to try for. Most likely he's headed straight underground after leaving the theater. Better make a beeline for it. So yep, they're talking about a subway. Good evening. Thinking about taking in a movie tonight? You should. You'd be surprised just how varied they can be these days. At night we mainly show movies that cater to more dedicated cinephiles, as well as reruns of famous films. Some are rather mature and require an age restriction. Those are often shown during our nighttime screenings. I don't see anything up there. Next train should be here in any minute. Summon up, buddy? Sure was a heavy sigh. Might be a bit if you're waiting for the train. Sure you want to stand that long? You can talk to me. I already know your plan anyways. You're gonna jump in front of the train and put yourself out of your misery, right? Who are you? Just some guy who's asked by a stall owner in Riverside to deliver something. You forgot your cake bag there. Oh, so that's where I left it. I planned to use that to end it all after enjoying a few drinks and some music. But by the end I got so drunk I forgot all about it. Lucky for you, I'm here to give it back. Before I do, though, I'm curious. What made you want to resort to that to begin with? I suppose you're going to try to change my mind, huh? Nope, not planning to butt into your business. Just want to know is all. Almost feels like you're treating this like some kind of entertainment. Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. You've got a lot more life experience than me, so I was just thinking something that like this would be useful to know. Yeah, sure. Sorry, but I can't imagine anything I can say will be of any use to you. You can find stories like mine around every corner. Lost my job, all because my new superior at work really had it in for me. Any idea why? Couldn't tell you why he hated me so much, just that he did. Started getting blamed for anything and everything. Didn't matter whether it was my fault or not. In the end, even my own workers lost faith in me. Worked so hard to build up my place in the company to get my coworkers' trust. I had everything up through my retirement worked out. Decades of hard work and planning all gone in a flash. Life lost all meaning afterwards. Guess that had to have hit pretty hard. That's putting it lightly. My job was basically all I had. I'm still single and I don't have any hobbies or skills. Can't help but wonder where I went wrong. Did I do something to piss off Adios? I knew I told him I wouldn't butt in. But the client trusted me with him. Means I can at least try to change his mind. Looks like I might have a bit of room to do that, luckily. So the question is, should I try to convince him the old-fashioned way, or give him the cold shoulder and see how he reacts to that? One of those will hopefully work. It's nighttime. I'm feeling darkly heroic. Let's try giving him the cold shoulder. Got any idea how much Mariel will cost if you jump? It ain't cheap, I can tell you that much. Succeed or fail, the train company's not going to be happy about it. So, I'll be dead, it won't affect me. Maybe, or maybe you'll live and you'll just get a life stay in hospital bed instead. Wouldn't be the first. In that case, you get the 1-2 combo of medical bills and damages owed. Sounds like a living hell to me. Okay, so I should find some way to kill myself besides jumping in front of a train. In that case, just hurry and give me back my gun. Nobody will care if I kill myself with that, right? Sure, that's fine. Just be aware that you can still screw up and miss that way. Hurts like a bitch, or so I've heard. I did not need to know that. I figured you were trying to stop me, not give me useless trivia. If not, do you mind handing over my gun instead and let me take the easy way out? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Suicide ain't the easy way out you thought it was. You're starting to realize that, too. I can tell everything I've been saying's got you scared shitless. Keep talking. Don't change the fact that I don't have any other options left. Sure you do. Just go right on back to the stall you were at for another drink or 50. Sounds a hell of a lot easier than what you're trying to do here. Anyway, I suppose I'll get out of your hair. Whatever you decide to do ain't any of my business. Goddess above, I don't even know why I took losing my job this badly to begin with. When it happened, I just randomly decided it'd be easier to die than go through it all. All I wanted was to run away from a terrible situation, not to actually die. Yeah, no way am I doing it now. Maybe you're right about there being an easier way out of this. That's the spirit. Wow, I didn't even have to tell about the estate taxes. Never would have guessed leaving that bag behind would save my life. Guess it did. Well, I'm still thinking about it. Here you go. It's dangerous out here. Take this. Went through so much trouble to get this thing, but I can't even imagine using it now. I think you said that stall owner was the one who asked you to find me. Least I can do is pay you on her behalf. It was more than worth getting it. It was more than worth it getting the chance to talk to you. Works for me. I don't care who does it as long as I get paid. I'll let her know you settled the bill. I'd appreciate it, thanks. Well, I'd best head on home for today. I've done enough drinking for one night, and it'd be better to cool my head and do some thinking. You're a lifesaver, young man, literally. I'll never forget the debt I owe you. Next train arrived soon after, and Van made sure the man safely boarded it. Would have been ironic if he actually accidentally fell in front of it. Afterward, he finished up the job by calling Shino with the details of what had happened.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay. So there's someone in Old Town. So I'm gonna hop over to the subway just to see, like, is it going back to bed, or, yeah, it looks like that's the office.
Well...
Got those.
Let's do this.
Some of those are just so random.
The showing on screen 1 will soon
So we'll do Sober Curious. Tickets for Sober Curious will be 200.
Please
Oh.
proceed to the entrance.
Well, let's grab a seat. You have to remember that's 200 Mira. That's equivalent to 12 minutes of Van's time. For the client, that is. Lily is an actress whose career has spanned 2 decades. Despite her grueling schedule and the ceaseless pressure that comes with the job, she finds great meaning in her work. She derives satisfaction from the process of transforming into another person, into someone who isn't her. And that feeling pushes her further and further into her career. She is utterly consumed by it, inebriated by it, and that inebriation gives rise to something new. One day, Lily begins to hear a voice inside her head, the voice from another version of herself. And this is but one of many conversations between the two.
You have got to be kidding me. They passed me over for her? Who does that little minx think she is? She gets roles left and right, and yet her acting is garbage! Why do you spend so much time obsessing over younger actresses? And did you really have to sleep with that producer? Isn't that going a little overboard? This is a dog-eat-dog industry. One night with that cretin is nothing if it gets me some work. This is getting us nowhere. I'm so tired of all this. I just want to get away. I'll go back to the old me and... Okay, then answer me this. Which of us is the old you? Whenever that question is posed, their arguments end on the spot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who's the thrall?
Of all the people I could have run into here, it had to be you. Hey, it's our buddy Dingo. Can't say I'm that surprised to see you. This definitely strikes me as your kind of flick. You're not wrong. After all the reviews it got, I had to check it out for myself. They all talked about how Nike Marceau's portrayal of insanity made it an unusual movie, which got my attention. I've also heard stories of that woman from our friend in Longport from time to time, too. That gave me another reason to see it. Our friend in Longport, huh? You must mean... Yeah, I forgot those two go back a long way. That's interesting. Truth be told, I found the direction to be a little obtuse. Definitely the kind of movie that's tailor-made for a particular kind of audience. Fair enough, I'd say the core of the movie was the dialogue between the two Lilies that her warped mind gives rise to. Their back and forth projects a certain sense of dissonance that makes it difficult to pin down who Lily even really is as a person. The movie weaves truth and fiction together and is an exploration of what people become when they can no longer tell the two of them apart. At least that's what it's about in my opinion. Damn, look at you getting all intellectual on me. Not good enough being Edith's most handsome guy in town, huh? Gotta be its smartest too now. What can I say? It's a movie that made me think. We should get together for some drinks when both of us have some time to breathe. I want to talk shop about movies some more with you. Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. You have to pay 100 mirror for that? So, are we able to see the other one too, or... No way do I have time to catch another movie. And notice that didn't seem to consume the free time thing, whatever that is. Oh, I remember now.
There's a new movie.
That's one of these, so... I don't know who's easier to get, and we can't see there. So yeah, let's head up to Swanee. I wouldn't really call him a companion. Ben decided to stop by Esprit Cinema to check the showtime for movies currently playing there. In particular, he was interested in Golden Blood Director's Cut as well as a handful of other new releases. While there, he also bought some caramel popcorn as a scrumptious reward for himself before leaving. Heard they had some scenes of that director's cut that turned into an age-restricted film. Should be pretty fun seeing if they're worth the hype. You again? Just what are you playing this time? How come you're prowling the streets so nonchalantly, huh? Come on now, since when did it become illegal to go out for a walk? I appreciate you working late, Detective, but can't you leave a law-abiding citizen like me alone? It ain't good to harass without probable cause. Law-abiding you? You've always got a comeback just ready to go, don't you, Spriggan? As for you, Nate, stay out of this guy's way. Don't go stirring things up without good reason, understand? Yes, sir. Make no mistake, Arkwright, the police are watching you, remember that. Next time something happens, you'll be... Look out, a robber! Out of the way, losers! A robber here? Well, good thing you guys are out on patrol right now, huh? Better hurry up and catch him. Excuse me? Are you just gonna stand there and do nothing? You're strong, you should be helping us. Sorry, but I don't work for free. Besides, I'm not exactly in the business of catching bad guys. That's your job, cop. Now what are you waiting for? Time's wasting. You've got some nerve, Spriggan. I have half a mind to... Forget him, let's go. Ow. Are you alright, ma'am? Thank you, thank you. I'm guessing it was that robber who pushed you over, yeah? Think you can walk? Yes, I think so. My foot hurts a little, but I can do it. You're so kind. I really appreciate it. Ow. You should rest on that bench over there. I'll go ring up the cops so they can take care of you. If I had to guess, the robber took that winding underground escape route to get away. Guys like him can't resist going through there. There are multiple exits out of that place and ways to get to them. At this time of day, the best one for a criminal to use would be... Think I managed to lose him. Just my luck that the cops happen to be there. What's done is... Whoa, you sure went flying. You okay there, bud? Oh, damn it. Who the hell are you? Hell was that all about? Sorry, man. You look so easy to trip up. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, stay quiet. Any minute now. Inspector, over there. Damn cops. Good work, officers. Why are you here? You took him down, didn't you? Not at all. Let's just call it dumb luck. Glad you could apprehend the culprit, officers. Damn it all. And so we brought the case of the Brothers Music Shop Thief to an end. That's another one for the books. Not? Is this a joke? What is with you? How'd you even get ahead of us? And if you were going to help, why didn't you do it from the start? Because you wouldn't owe me if I just up and offered my help. Here's a tip, buddy. You really gotta learn Edith's backstreets if you want to make it as a cop here. We were also able to assist the old lady thanks to some good-hearted citizen's tip. Her family's on the way to pick her up, so she should be fine from here on. I know what you're talking about, but good for you. Well then, officers, don't want to stand in the way of all your peacekeeping, so I'll leave you be. God damn it, what's he even trying to get at? Suppose that's just how a Spriggan does things. Not to say that he's earned my trust just yet with this, of course. Nothing, let's get back to the station. The robber was escorted to the police station, where he was continued to be beaten. Once things calmed down, Van returned to his nightly patrol.
Don't think for a second we're square now. Got it?
So, a little bit of defense for Van, which could be helpful. And we're a little short on that level up.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie!
So we don't have any free time left, even though we did the one mission. So that was 3 and 3. I'm just a little curious. Okay, it was a very, very small boost, but it's more for the arts, I'd say, than the physical defense. Oh, I think we're done.
Taking off now.
So it looks like you're not required to use that point, but it wouldn't hurt.
Gotta keep this up. Rank up. Damn, that's pretty generous.
Crescent. I just want to... Okay, that's what I thought. I was about to say there should be some new things here.
I'll give it a try. I hope you like it. Got it! I'll try my hardest. I did a taste test first.
So yeah, this is almost a full restore. So I need to look at grains and see if I want to stock up on some of these, because that art up could be extremely handy. Like, that's kind of ridiculous, man. That much HP, that's gotta be a typo or something. Having flashbacks to Reverie, having like an extra 0 on all the numbers on the first, or on the launch build of the game. Guess I'm gonna take a shower tonight, not like I'm gonna have time in the morning. Can't believe she weaseled her way in again. It's a 3-day weekend. So long as we're only staying the one night, I can join you. You mean it? I'm so happy you get to come. I'm happy you get to come too, Fairy. Hello, are you two even listening to me? We know from the get-go that Almada's involved this time, and my gut's telling me this is going to be real trouble, so I want you two to stay parked right here. That's exactly why I want to come and protect you. I want to know what the people who did that to Ida are after, too. And with all I know about what's going on, I don't want to be the only one sitting around in the capital. Besides... as long as the Geneseeds might be involved, this is my problem as much as it's yours. I'll start packing my things as soon as I get back to my dorm, so please, take me with you. Why is everyone gotta be so damn stubborn? At least Fairy acts like a normal kid when Fine's not involved. An international call, right.
My apologies for calling so late, Mr. Arkwright.
Is that Kiriko? No worries, figured I'd hear from you soon.
Thank you for your understanding. Now then, do you have time for last month's data review? We can reschedule if I've caught you at a bad time.
I'm gonna be out of town for a few days starting tomorrow, so let's just get it out of the way. Because this ain't gonna be a fun one.
Is something the matter?
Let me send you the stuff.
Thank you. The data has been successfully transferred. First, allow me to see how your stun caliber and hollow style have fared in combat. I will also be checking Mare's usage records. Busy as ever, I see. Oh, what's this? Your vital data shows extreme deviations in the latter half of the month, as well as a number of unusual hollow activations. Mr. Arkwright, is there something you're not telling me?
Quite a bit, actually. So yeah, that's not Kiriko. That might be the third student of Epstein.